And welcome to Freed Field. The Kingsmen are coming out of the locker room. They are entering the traditional golden jumbo-sized helmet on the south side of the field. I'm James Mason. I'm alongside nobody tonight, just me. Kingsmen facing off against 0-3 Washington. Kingsmen 2-1, coming off of a bounce-back win, first win in NIC conference play. That came against Riley, 35-7. Came on the big Sports Michiana stage. Kingsmen going to be without kicker Dylan Daddario tonight. We're just a little under 3.5 minutes away from kickoff here. As coming out of the locker room, the South Bend Washington Panthers. 0-3 this year. They've had 2 close losses and a blowout loss. Those 2 close losses came against Hammond Central and at a neutral site at New Albany, losing 28-24 as the Kingsmen come out of the helmet, out onto the field, and onto the sideline. They look to improve to 3-1 here tonight, ranked 15th in the coaches poll, unranked in the AP poll. They will meet near the 50-yard line on their side of the field, huddle up, break the huddle. And as we said, with no Dylan Daddario tonight, Harris Stipp will get the kicking job tonight, being told it is due to an injury that has been lingering since the Valpo game for Daddario. So he is out tonight. And Malachi Evans, he will not start tonight, but he is said to get some reps. He missed that game against Riley. So a banged-up running back room, but that showed the Northern Indiana stage here that Jadon Parker, even though he's listed as a wide receiver, he can run the ball. 14 carries, 138 yards, and 3 touchdowns in that game against Riley. And from the junior, that is pretty good when you're coming from a wide receiver to play running back, filling in for Tyler Stuck and Malachi Evans. Minute 35 away from kickoff here. Second Northern Indiana Conference game for the Kingsmen. They have won twice this year. The thriller against Valparaiso and the big win at South Bend Riley last week. Dropped the game at Mishawaka. Couldn't find their rhythm on offense. Kingsmen looking to win their 565th all-time game. Captains meeting at the middle of the field. Wind is blowing south today, north to south. Just under a minute away from kickoff as the captains shake hand at the 50 and on the Penn script logo. They will do the coin toss here. And it looks like Penn will be moving right to left, and not Valparaiso, sorry. South Bend Washington will be moving left to right. Washington will receive the opening kickoff. Under 30 seconds away. We'll try and keep you updated on some scores around the area as this is going on. We're halfway through the year. We're beginning scoreboard watching time already for Penn, trying to win the NIC conference again. They'll have to battle Elkhart, who just beat these Panthers from South Bend, Washington, 69-0 last week. That was a very, very tough game for Washington. Elkhart is a very good team, and they showed it last week. So, Kingsmen will start with their kicking unit out there. It'll be Harris Stipp kicking off. This will be the first start in Harris Stipp's career in high school. He'll place the tee down at the 40-yard line. His teammates will line up behind him at the 35-yard line. South Bend Washington will bring their receiving unit out onto the field. They've got Ward back to return. They will have Sutton as well. They go with an interesting formation here. They've got the normal 5 up at the 50-yard line, then they've got 2 at the 40, 1 at the 25, and they've got 3 back to return. It is a hot day. Sun is shining. Very little cloud cover. Harris Stipp is ready to get things started here from Freed Field. Pretty crowded on the Penn side, not the same on the Washington side. We'll let you know attendance numbers if we get them. Harris Stipp will get things started. We're underway here at Freed Field. A line drive boot that will go into the end zone for a touchback. That went about 64 yards through the air. Stipp picks up the tee. He'll head back to the sideline, and Washington will start with the ball on their own 20-yard line. 12-minute quarters, as is usual in IHSAA high school football. Kingsman defense, the wild bunch out there. They look to build off of what they did last week, holding South Bend Riley to just 7 points. They took a few too many penalties than they would want to. They look to clean that up this week. And here comes the South Bend Washington offense out onto the field. They will start out of the shotgun here, running back left with 3 receivers right and 1 on the left alone. Everyone split out way right. In motion, the slot receiver, he gets the handoff left side. He's way back behind the line of scrimmage, and he's taken down at the 15-yard line. Xavion Walker, the carrier. Wide receiver, defensive back. That is a loss of 5 on the play. Call it 4. Big loss there. So second and about 14 and a half. Bonner was in the backfield there, forced him wide, and the tackle was made by him. Out of the shotgun, running back right. Chandler motions his receiver around the formation, and we get a false start here, it looks like. Early movement. We'll check on the call here with 11:23 to go. False start on the offense. That'll back him up even further. They had Sutton in motion on that play, and it looks like the right tackle jumped. And now 2nd and 19. Out of the shotgun, here is Chandler. Running back is to his right. They go trips on the right again, 1 left. 4 down lineman for the Kingsmen. Takes the snap. Design roll out right, Chandler. He sets up and throws down the field, and it's off the hands in heavy traffic there. That was intended for legend Sutton. He also plays defensive back for the Panthers. A lot of wide receiver defensive back combinations on this Panther team. 11:04 to go here. 3rd down and 19 back at their own 11-yard line. Chandler will go out of the shotgun again. He's got his running back to the right. 3 receivers to the right and 1 to the left. 4 down linemen, 2 backers, 5 yards off the ball. Takes the step over his head into the end zone. Picks it up as he's stumbling. He's under pressure, moving right. Gets out of the end zone at the 5, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 7-yard line. J.T. Seeger gets the sack. And that was a very, very quick first series for South Bend, Washington. 10:58 to go, 4th and 21. Punt team comes out for the Panthers. That snap really just ended that play right there. Over his head into the end zone. Good play by Chandler to get out of the end zone. That was over before it could start. They've got 2 returners here, the Kingsmen do. So they've got Peyton Horner. He's returned most of the punts. They've got Hernandez right of him. They're very close. They're at the 35, and that's a short punt. This will be fielded at the 35 by Horner. Runs to the 30, up the middle of the 26-yard line, and to the 25 as he's tackled. And the Kingsmen will have good field position to start things off. 10:48 to go here, first quarter. Not a great punt there. That is just a 16-yard punt, net yardage. 6-yard return. So here comes the Wild Bunch, or Gold Rush, excuse me. Wild Bunch leads to the Gold Rush. Watson out of the pistol here. He's got Bennett left and Hack on the right on the line. Receiver right and left takes the snap right up the middle to Jadon Parker. He's to the 20-yard line, and he dives forward to the 17-yard line. Splits through some tacklers. Jadon Parker with a good run. David Ingram on that tackle for Washington. Big linebacker there, as their linebackers like to line up about 4 to 5 yards off the ball. Corners play press coverage here. No safeties for Washington. Pistol here, same formation. Receiver left and right. Parker the back. He takes the snap. Watson keeps it right. He's in some trouble dancing around back at the 17. And he's going to be taken down near the line to gain. They say he's down at the 16-yard line. Ten minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Kingsmen look to the sideline for their play call. 4 down linemen for Washington. 1 safety here. He lines up back at the 5-yard line. 3 backers, 2 corners. Same formation. They give it directly up the middle. Parker gashes him at the 10. He's to the 5. He's fighting his way to the 1-yard line. They'll call it the half-yard line. Jadon Parker. So first down and goal at the 1-yard line. Under 9.5 to go. Everyone up on the line here. 2 receivers split out left and right. Takes the snap. Give to Parker up the middle, and he's hit hard in the backfield. Loss of about a yard. Good tackle made by Donald Lee. Defensive lineman, along with tight end and offensive line. Second and goal from the 2. Loss of a yard on that last play. Watson and company look to the sideline, getting their play call here. They set up out of the pistol. Tight end left and right, receiver left and right. 4 down linemen, 2 backers up on the ball. Takes the snap. Parker up the middle. He's into the end zone for a Kingsman touchdown. With 8:42 to go in the first quarter, the Kingsmen strike first in this NIC conference battle. Harris Stipp will come out onto the field. He will attempt to make this 7-0. Jadon Parker, his 4th touchdown of the year. On his 18th carry of the season. That was a great offensive drive. No passes there for the Kingsmen. They figured they'll go with their strength, which is running the ball, and they just follow that offensive line. We got a flag down here before the snap. And an offsides is called by the official there on the Panthers. Washington has lost 4 in a row dating back to last year. They're poised to stop that. They'd love to get a win here at Freed Field. Harris Stipp now sets up at the 9. There's the snap, the hold, and the kick is pure. 7-0 Kingsmen. 8:42 to go. And we'll see the Gold Rush lead to the Wild Bunch yet again. 7-0. Right here on the pennant. Jadon Parker with the big touchdown run there. Nothing fancy, just right up the gut. And that's what you can get when you got a good offensive line. 8:42 remaining first quarter. Next week right here on the pennant at Freed Field, Penn will take on Mishawaka Marion. Mishawaka Marion in the battle right now with South Bend St. Joe, the Holy War. Marion 1-2, St. Joe 2-1. A battle this week between Elkhart and Riley. Riley 1-1. Elkhart is 2-1. Elkhart's won 2 in a row. They dropped that tough first game, and they've won 2 straight since then. Dominant win last week. So 7-0. Harris Stipp with the ball teed up. He's ready to get things going again. We're all ready. Same returners. Stip kicking. And we are back underway. Line drive kick. This will be short and fielded and dropped at the 7. Picked up here at the 10. He's going to get to the 13 before he's wrapped up and tackled. Ward goes down. And South Penn Washington pinned deep again at the 11-yard line. So Travis Chandler will come back out onto the field. Chandler, the junior. Looks like it's the 14-yard line they mark him at. Weber into the game at quarterback, excuse me. They had Chandler listed as quarterback. It looks like now it's Weber. Gabe Weber in the game. He's out of the shotgun here, is running back to the right. He's got 3 receivers right and 1 to the left. Couldn't take the snap. It's way over his head into the end zone. He's in trouble again, and he's in the end zone and dropped for a safety. And it's going to be 9-0. That's a safety. There's an official down. He's back up. Tackle was made in the end zone by just about everyone. So 9-0, 2 points onto the board with the safety. 8:29 to go. Kingsman to get the ball back. And again, back-to-back bad snaps over the head. And the Kingsmen will get the ball back and a chance to make this a 3-possession game next time. Safety, you have the option for a free kick, so you can punt or tee it up and boot it. We'll see what Washington chooses. Head coach Jay Johnson, his second stint here at Washington. He coached from 2012 to 2018. He was also an assistant with the 2011 state runner-up team. He's amassed a 19-54 record here in 2 stints. He had 1 winning season back in 2015. Ended in the sectional finals. That was a very tough loss. Kingsman tied for first place right now in the NIC standings. A 4-way tie that is going to be broken into at least a 3-way tie, maybe 2-way. And maybe even a 1-way if the Kingsmen drop this one. If Elkhart were to lose, Penn were to lose, it would be whoever wins between Marion and St. Joe at first place currently. Elkhart, Penn, St. Joe, and Marion all 1-0. Marion and St. Joe battling each other. And it looks like the Panthers are going to tee it up. It's going to be Jadon Lineberry. He's going to place the ball on the tee. He's going to try and kick this back at his own 20-yard line. Kingsmen have got 3 returners. Cohen Turner is back there. He's had 4 returns for 166 yards this season. Colton Hernandez is back there as well. And with 8:29 to go, 9-0, we're back underway. A line drive kick. This one's bounce at the 39. Picked up here by Turner. Runs right to the 45, 50. Has a hole, 45, 40, and he's knocked down right there near the 39-yard line. Kingsman starting plus territory. Again, Watson and company going out onto the field. 8:22 remaining. First down and 10 for the Kingsmen. Washington would love a stop here. Try and figure things out on the sideline with their offense, especially the snapping. 2 bad snaps in a row. Unfortunate. Resulted in a safety last time. So here come the Gold Rush. They look for pay dirt. They'll go out of the shotgun here. Running back right here's Malachi Evans. Now he goes left. 2 tight ends on the line on the right side. 1 receiver right and another left. Bennett now lines up on the left. Takes the snap. Watson to throw. Swing past Malachi Evans. Couldn't make the catch. It was behind him. A tough catch to be made. He couldn't make it. He didn't have much going there had he caught it. So incomplete, 8:18 to go. 2nd and 10 for the Kingsmen from the 40-yard line. Just a little behind him on that last pass there by Watson. He's had a little difficulty this year with the swing pass. And now they go out of the shotgun again. Evans left. Tight end on the left and right, receiver left. Takes the snap. Evans directly up the middle, 35, a crease to the 31, and he's tackled near the line to gain. They'll say he's a half-yard short. It'll be 3rd and half a yard. Clock running here. Kingsman making some receiver substitutions. Let's see here what they plan to do on 3rd and half a yard. Watson will go out of the shotgun with Evans now directly behind him. It's a pistol set. 2 left, tight end, receiver right. Takes the snap, screen to Bardo. Caught it near the line, now 30. Breaks tackle, 25, 20. On his feet at the 15, and did he stay in bounds as he was pushed? He did, and he's down at the 1-yard line. Wow, he somehow stayed in bounds, and he was pushed forward, trying to be pushed out of bounds. Tackle laid there by Jadon Lineberry. And another first down for Tayshawn Bardo. 3-star recruit, Tayshawn Bardo. 4 touchdowns this season, 195 yards. That was his 11th catch. High snap for Watson, brings it down, gives it to Evans. He barrels into the end zone. That's another Kingsman touchdown. 15-0 with 7:25 to go. And the Kingsmen will bring out their kicking unit yet again. Aiden Deal will snap it. 7:25 remaining, first quarter. Watson did a nice job bringing down that high snap. Deal snap, good hold, and the kick is good. 16-0 Penn. Still 2-score lead, but they would need two-point conversions along with 2 touchdowns. Washington would. $7:25 left. And the Kingsmen just did a good job on that drive. Again, sticking with their strength. They found Tayshawn Bardo on the screen. Good job staying in bounds. Gets him to the 1. And Malachi Evans, good physical back. Coming back after being out last week. Barrels in for the score. $7:25 remaining. Stipp to tee the ball up. So 2 one-yard touchdown runs for the Kingsmen tonight. And that's got them up 16-0 along with a safety. And there is the boot by Stipp. This will be fielded at the 3. Bringing it right side 10, 15. Right side to the 17, and he gets blasted at the 19-yard line. So out comes the Panthers offense. 7:19 remaining. They will go here out of the shotgun, running back right. That's Reed. Weber with 3 right, 1 left. Takes the snap, 4-man rush. They give it up the middle here. Reed bouncing around at the 20. He's going to get to the 23-yard line. Tackle was made by Jonathan Searfoss. And out of the shotgun again. Reed left, 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Slot on the right is Sutton. 4 down lineman. Takes the snap. And we got a flag on the snap. Tried to set up the screen there to Xavier Walker, and back-to-back times they've had to try and get him the ball. It's been a false start, so a little unlucky for Walker. So a false start, 2nd and 11 coming up, as if they lost a yard on first down instead of gaining 4. 6:45 to go here, first quarter. Ball on the Panthers' own 18. Out of the shotgun, running back, left, 2 right, 4 down linemen, 2 backers, 4 yards off the ball. Takes the snap. Now they go screen right side. Sutton back at his own 15, and he's wrapped up and taken down. Johnny Searfoss on the tackle. 17th tackle of the year. Pick up a yard, maybe 2. No huddle here. They will just get their play call from the sideline. 4 down linemen for the Kingsmen. Shotgun running back. Right is Reed. 3 left, 1 right. 2 backers, 4 yards off the ball. Takes the snap. Has time. Throws down the middle of the field. Intercepted at the 35. Taking back 30. 25, 20, maybe 6. 15, 10, 5. Right side. Touchdown. Pick 6. Kingsmen. Joey DePalma. First interception of the year. He takes it the distance, 22-0 Kingsmen. And Gabe Weber just was running out of options. They needed 12 yards there on that 3rd down. He just kind of forced it. Wanted Walker, couldn't get him. Instead, he got to Palma, and he takes it all the way. 5:59 to go. $35 yards. $5:59 to go. Harris Stipp to get the extra point. And the snap in, we've got movement. Flag comes in. It almost looked like Washington jumped. Yeah, they did, offsides. The extra point was good, but it was waved off due to the offsides. So with D'Addario out, Harris Stipp has been getting the kicks. Good snap, good hold, and good kick. 23-0 after the pick 6 for DePalma. His first year starting. A 5'10", 160 senior. Takes it 35 yards on the interception return. And the Kingsmen starting to run away with this one. We'll get you some out-of-town football scores here in the NIC. Riley up 2-0 over Elkhart. A safety, well, that's a bizarre score. 0-0 in the Holy War. South Bend St. Joe and Mishawaka Marion. And New Prairie and South Bend Adams yet to kick off. Those are all the Northern Indiana interconference matchups. Let's take a look here at the Kingsmen sectional right now. The Crown Point Bulldogs 3-0. They are atop the sectional standings for the Kingsmen. They're in sectional 1 this year, matched up with Lake Central 2-1 and Portage 2-1. So combined, their records in that sectional, all 4 teams 9-3, 750 win percentage. So that'll be a tough sectional for the Kingsmen. We'll see who they draw later on in the year. We'll see who they draw to play in the first round. You got to imagine you're going to have to go through Crown Point if you want to get to regionals. They dropped that 33-32 game last year to Crown Point in the regional finals. Harris Stipp gets us back underway. And that kick bounces at the 5 and into the end zone for a touchback. So now Washington will have their tied best field position of the night at the 20. First and 10. Ball at their own 20. Here comes South Bend, Washington. Back out onto the field. They will go out of the shotgun. Running back will line up to the left here of Weber. He looks to bounce back after the pick six. 3 receivers left now. Walker in motion left to right. And we got a false start on the right side. Ward went early, the receiver. Messiah Ward. And that'll back him up to the 15. And an unfortunate start to this drive for the Panthers. Kingsman will line up 4 across the front. 3 backers now. And same formation, Walker in motion again. They give it up the middle here to Reed. He's met instantly near the 18-yard line. And the Kingsmen just swarmed the ball. JT Seeger in on that one. John White also in there. 10th tackle of the year for John White. No gain on the play. 2nd and 15 here. Out of the gun, 2 left, 2 right. Running back left, takes the snap and throws, and it is intercepted. Tried to throw to the right side for Ward, and a great play by Peyton Horner. Jumps the route, his 3rd interception of the season. Peyton Horner jumps right in front of Ward. 5:25 to go. And we have laundry on the field. Let's see, it looks like there was a flag. Let's see what the officials say here. Peyton Horner at the moment has his 3rd interception and an ineligible man downfield for Washington. So that'll be declined. Kingsman football. They will start at the Washington 20-yard line. So back-to-back picks for the Kingsmen. So Jadon Parker checks back in at running back. Tayshawn Pardo lines up all the way out on the right in the slot for the Kingsmen. That is Jeremiah Mitchell. They've got Cohen Turner lined up on the left. And they've got Cole Bennett on the line on the left side as a tight end. 4 down linemen for Washington. 2 backers, 5 yards off the ball. Out of the shotgun, here's Kellen Watson. Motions his tight end left to right, takes the snap, going to throw, gets it to the motion man. Out Bennett at the 15-yard line, fighting through tackles to the 11, pushing forward for a first down inside the 10. 1st and goal coming from the 7-yard line. Cole Bennett picks up 13 on the 2-yard check down from Watson. And just safe passes right now working for the Kingsmen. A little over 5 minutes to go, first quarter, 1st down and goal from the 7. Kingsmen line up on the right hash. 2 receivers right, Mitchell and Bardo. Alone on the left is Turner. Parker still the back. 2 backers creep up here for Washington. Takes the snap, give to Jadon Parker. Left side to the 5, and he's tackled near the 4. They'll say 2nd and goal from the 5. $23-0 Penn here in the first quarter. Under 4.5 to go. Kingsmen go out of the shotgun here. Running back is left. Turner alone on the right. Now Bardo motions left to right, and so does Turner. And it looks like the Kingsmen are going to have to use a timeout. Yep, Pete Reardon with the timeout. Clock, I'm not sure why it's going there. It stops with 4:06 to go. So Kingsmen are going to talk this one over, and we will step aside for a moment.
More than X's and O's, playing high school football has taught me respect for my coaches and teammates, our opponents, and the officials.
On the softball field, I learned how to be accountable for my actions and how they affect the rest of my team.
Every game reminds us that humility means winning with class and losing with grace. I'm Dante Pope from Maryville High School.
And I'm Ashton Elpers from North Posey High School. These are just some of the lessons we learned from high school sports that we'll carry with us for the rest of our lives.
Wins and losses, highs and lows, success and failure, they are all part of being a student athlete and a human being.
Learning how to handle these ups and downs on the
And we're back here. Elkhart now up 7-2. That is still a bizarre score. Watson out of the shotgun here. 2nd and goal from the 5. Parker left, takes the snap, back and looking. Throws right and incomplete. Wanted Bardo. Underthrew him, just was under some pressure. He was under duress from Donald Lee. Threw in the direction of Bardo. 3rd and goal from the 5. Malachi Evans now checking into the game. Parker is going to move to receiver, it looks like. Bardo and Mitchell still on the field at receiver, and so is Bennett at tight end. Watson will go out of the shotgun here. Jadon Parker lines up as a wing on the left side. Running back right here for the Kingsmen. 4-down lineman takes the snap, and it's a rollout right off the play action. Dumps it off to Parker at the 5, right pylon, and Jadon Parker's got a 2-touchdown game. 29-0 Kingsmen. 3:57 to go. Jadon Parker. 2nd touchdown of the game, 5th of the year. Coming off of that 3-touchdown performance against South Bend Riley. He is tearing apart South Bend in general. So a 5-yard touchdown reception for the Kingsmen. 4 plays, 20 yards on that one. And the snap for Stipp, hold is good, and the kick is good. .357 to go, and we'll step aside yet again.
In high school sports, it's fun making big plays, facing off against your school's rival, and winning games.
But behind those exciting moments is a lot of hard work, perseverance, and mental toughness. I'm Kate Garden from Wawasee High School.
And I'm Claire Hack from Jennings County High School. High school sports help student athletes develop the mindset we need to face life's challenges, be resilient, and embrace the uncomfortable.
We learn that overcoming adversity is how we grow, and by leaning into challenges, we develop courage and integrity.
We discover there are no shortcuts to success, and that it only comes when preparation meets opportunity.
Behind all the fun and excitement of playing, we are growing as people and learning powerful life lessons through high school sports.
I am IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support the second classroom by buying a ticket to your school's athletic events. Thank you for being a champion of high school sports. This is developing resilience. This is conquering challenges. This is your IHSAA.
And we're back. Harris Stipp to get things started again. 3:57 to go. Kingsmen up 30-0 here in the first quarter. And I think we're going to get to see some reserves come in here on this next drive. Harris Stipp with the line drive kick. This will go into the end zone for a touchback. 1st down and 10. Ball at the South Bend Washington 20. .357 left. Kingsman defense out onto the field. The Wild Bunch. Looks like it's mostly all starters out there. It still is all starters, so maybe they're going to get this full first quarter. And out of the shotgun alone, takes the snap, rolls left, flags come in, and he's tackled back at the 15-yard line. As a new quarterback into the game, that was Elijah Young, a junior, Flag came in on the run left. He was tackled back at the 15. Let's see what the call is. And illegal shift on the offense, and it's declined. It'll be second down and 14 back at the 16. So out of the shotgun, Elijah Young alone. 4 right, 1 left. 4 down linemen. Kingsman with 1 backer takes the snap. Roll right, throw, and incomplete. Off the hands of Xavion Walker. He had to shift his body back to try and make the catch, and it was tough to do. 3rd and 14 coming up. Good defense by Vinnie Freeman in coverage. He was right there on him. .340 to go, 3rd and 14 back at their own 16. Shotgun running back right. 2 left, 2 right, 4 down linemen. Young takes the snap, and it's a give to Reed with a hole. It was a delayed handoff at the 17, and he's tackled near the 19-yard line. Vinnie Freeman in on the tackle. He's now over 30 tackles on the year. Trying to build off of last year's success with 45 tackles and a fumble recovery with 2 TFLs and 4 pass breakups. Here comes the punt team. And it looks like the quarterback, Elijah Young, is going to punt this one. Tayshawn Bardo and Peyton Horner are going to try and return this one. And a penalty. Delay a game, maybe. No, illegal substitution, 12 men on the field. Play clock was winding down. And now, no, they say that they got the timeout off. First charge timeout for Washington, and we will step aside.
We believe strongly in the power of education.
We also understand the impact it has on the success of communities across Indiana.
We see this through our work at the IHSAA, teaching 160,000 student athletes through education-based athletics.
And we see this through our work at Ivy Tech, where over 90,000 Indiana high school students are earning dual college credit while finishing high school.
I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig.
And I'm Dr. Sue Ellsperman, President of Ivy Tech Community College.
We're proud to partner with organizations like Ivy Tech that prioritize education and community.
At Ivy Tech, we have more than 70 programs,
helping Indiana high school students get a head start on college and their careers.
We offer the state's most affordable tuition and have saved families over $100 million this year.
Providing learning opportunities for Hoosier students is how we build a strong Indiana. This is the power of community.
This is the impact of education.
And we're back. 2:58 to go. Punting will be Elijah Young. Still the same returners. There's the snap and the line drive punt right at Horner. Tips it to himself at the 50, running right, stiff arm 45 to the 43. He's down to the 42-yard line. Kingsman will start on the right hash at the 42. 2:48 to go here, first quarter. And the Kingsman defense is just stifled this Panthers offense, and they haven't had to do much. They've been pinned deep a lot. Good kicks by Stipp, and then they've hurt themselves. The offense has for South Bend, Washington, with the penalties, the false starts, the illegal man downfield. I mean, it has just not been a great game for Washington, and the defense has just capitalized. 2 interceptions, bringing in a new quarterback. Did Washington. Now Watson out of the pistol here, running back directly behind him. 2 tight ends left, a receiver right and a receiver left. Takes the snap, and it's a run left here. 40-yard line, 35, running left to the 32. That was, they got a new running back in the game. Weissoff. Bryce Burse. So Cohen Weissong, the sophomore in the game, getting some carries here. Second down and 1.5 from the 32 of Washington. They show blitz here. Pistol here. Wysong directly behind Watson. Takes the snap and a flag comes in on the snap. And it looks like the Kingsmen are going to suffer their first penalty of the game. Out of town scores. Elkhart still up 7-2 and still zeros in the Holy War. Mishawaka Marion in South Bend St. Joe. Offsides on the offense. So someone lined up offsides for the Kingsmen. So they'll back them 5 yards. 2:09 to go. 2 right, tight end left, and a receiver left. Pistol here. Wysong the back. Watson takes, gives. Wysong directly up the middle. Good speed to the 30 with a first down. And he's deep into Panther territory at the 27. So Cohen Wysong, he's taken a lot of JV reps this year. They bring him up to varsity, and he's going to get some, looks like probably some extended use here. Killing clock, and the Kingsmen just going to try and get out of this game unscathed with injuries as they're up 30-0 here in the first quarter. 2 right, tight end, receiver left. Takes the snap, and Watson's going to throw deep down the right side for Bardo. In the end zone, jump ball, and he makes the catch for a touchdown. Tayshawn Bardo, his 5th touchdown of the year. That one, 27 yards. 36-0 Penn. Good throw, good catch. Kingsmen dominating here in the first. Tayshawn Bardo. It's his 5th of the year on his 12th catch of the year. He's already had 1 catch to go for about 16 yards. On that screen earlier. Stip to kick. Deal will snap. Good snap, good hold. 37-0. And Penn really starting to run away with this one. South Bend Riley starting to drive on Elkhart near the 50. Still down 7-2. First passing touchdown of the game. And with 1:24 to go in the first quarter, Kingsmen flex the defense and the offense. Scoring summary so far, Jadon Parker, 1 yard, touchdown run. Safety from the sack on the high snap. Malachi Evans, 1 yard, touchdown run. Joey DePalma, 35-yard pick six. Jadon Parker, 5-yard touchdown run. And a Tayshawn Bardo, 27-yard touchdown pass from Kellen Watson. All extra points made from Stip. 37-0 here in the first quarter. Stip will get things going again. And the boot. We're back underway. Line drive right at him. And from the 5-10, running right to 15, 20. And flag comes in as he's tackled. Return there from Xavion Walker. Flag in as he was being tackled. We'll see what the call is. Near the 30 was the flag. This could be the best starting field position of the night for Washington. And it will not. That'll back him up 10 yards on the hold. It'll be first down. We'll see where they mark it. So they mark them back at their own 14. So the flag occurred at the 24. First and 10 from their own 14. Looks like that is 2 receivers left and right. Let's see, same quarterback in the game. Still young. They motion Walker right to left, flag in, and there's going to be penalties. Right on the snap, the flag came in. Right as Walker motioned behind the formation. And we got a false start. That'll back them up to their own 9-yard line. First and 15. Still a minute 20 to go here in the first quarter. Out of the shotgun, running back left, 2 receivers right and left. They motion Walker behind the formation, takes the snap, swing to Walker, and incomplete. Just over the head of both the defensive linemen in there. That was Christian Bonner, and just over the head of his intended target, Walker. New Prairie up 7-0 over Adams. Adams has had a disappointing year, 0-3. Kingsman will play Adams in 2 weeks at School Field. We'll have that game for you right here on the pennant. Shotgun running back right, 2 left and right. Takes the snap. Stepping up is Young. He's in trouble. Back at the 5. Oh, 2 missed sacks. And now he's pummeled at the 7. And they call him the Wild Bunch for a reason. They swarmed the ball. And the sack was made by Reynolds. 3rd down. They say no gain on that one. So he just barely got back to the line of scrimmage. 4-down liner for the Kingsmen. 2 left, 2 right. Running back right. Takes the snap, back and looking. Has time, in trouble, throws deep down the field, and it is knocked away by Joey DePalma. And it'll be 4th and 15. Pass was intended there. Young wanted to find Lavier Smith, the receiver / safety. And we got a flag. Personal foul, roughing the passer on Penn. So this will be the first down of the night for Washington. Christian Bonner was near him as he was releasing it, so they say he probably hit him up high, if I had to guess. I didn't exactly see it. So now they have a little bit of breathing room from their own 24. Shotgun, now pistol. Reed directly behind him. 3 receivers left and 1 right. Alone on the right is Ward. 4-down lineman. 2 backers 5 yards off the ball. Takes the snap. Handoff. Reed is hit in the backfield and driven down. Tackle for a loss made by number 95, Maddox Lataki Reynolds. That's his 2nd TFL of the game. And this could take us to the end of the quarter. They don't have to run another play, but they might want to. Down 37-0 here. Making some substitutions on the offensive line. They brought out Joel Williams for Donald Lee at right guard. And it looks like they're not going to snap this one. That'll end the first quarter. Kingsmen dominant, 37-0. Penn leads. And we will be back in about a minute.
One of my favorite things about playing high school sports is being a part of something bigger than myself.
I love being a part of a team and having a place where I belong. I'm Georgia Ferguson from East Central High School.
And I'm Jace Martin from North Harrison High School. The moments that often stand out most for student athletes happen off the playing field.
It's the team dinners, bus rides, and the music in the locker room.
It's the camaraderie, shared experiences, and being with your friends.
That sense of community helps you develop pride in who you are and what you represent.
Playing high school sports is where the values of your team, school, and community are on display for everyone to see.
It's a chance to show the best of us and make memories that will last a lifetime.
I am IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig. Be a champion of high school sports and support these memorable moments by buying a ticket to your school's athletic events. This is forging friendships. This is building community. This is your IHSAA.
Back at Freed Field, 37-0. Start of the second quarter. Kingsman lead over Washington. So South Bend, Washington now moving right to left. They're backed up at their own 20-yard line here, 2nd and 14 following the TFL. Empty backfield here. Young out of the gun, alone. 4 left, 1 right. 4 down linemen for the Kingsmen. 2 backers lined up 5 yards off the ball. Takes the snap, has time. Now it's a screen, and it's off the hands. Intended for Xavion Walker, a little high. 3rd and 14. Wanted to set up a little bubble screen there. Wouldn't work. $11:57 to go here. 3rd down and 14. Out of the shotgun, running back left, 3 receivers left, 1 right, 4 down linemen. 2 backers 5 yards off the ball. Takes the snap, but it's another screen. Walker catches it back at the 15. He's in trouble. Vinny Freeman couldn't bring him down. He's reversing his field back at the 5-yard line. Johnny Searfoss just missed him. Right side of the 10. Flag is down. 2 flags are down on the play. He's tackled back at the 14-yard line. There was a flag down at the 13 on the near side. Flag came in at the end of the play on the far side back at the 10-yard line. So we'll see what the call is. Likely if it's on South Bend, Washington, this is going to be declined. Unless they are offsetting, unless it's a offensive and a defensive, then they'll replay the down if it's offsetting. So the call will be two penalties, a face mask on Penn, and then illegal block in the back on the offense. So those offset. 3rd and 14, they'll go empty out of the gun with 4 left and 1 right. 4 down linemen for Penn, 2 backers, 5 yards off the ball. Clock runs now, takes the snap, back and looking. In trouble, the ball came out awkwardly as he was hit. Vinny Freeman picks it up. This is a live ball walking into the end zone, but I think they're going to wave this one incomplete. It's incomplete. His arm was clearly going forward. He was under duress. Reynolds was in there again. Vinny Freeman picked up the loose ball, but there was no fumble, and the Kingsmen will force another punt. Young is set to punt here. Tayshawn Bardo and Peyton Horner returning here. And looks like Washington's going to have to call timeout. Play clock was running down. Kingsman defense has done a great job so far. They've just been able to get the pass rush and just both quarterbacks, Young and Weber, have not had any time to think back there at all. So second quarter in its infancy here, and the Kingsmen already getting the ball back. They'll be moving left to right across the field. New Prairie 7, Adams 6 at School Field. Riley is really getting it close to Elkhart's end zone. We'll let you know if that does turn into a score. Ready to punt now is Young, Bardo, and Horner back to return. 3 gunners going, 2 on the left, 1 on the right. There's the snap and the punt. It's a pretty good one. Horner back at his own 47. He fair catches it. Let's see where they mark it. And he's going to be down at his own 47. They fair caught it. So 33 yards, no return on the punt. And the Kingsmen will have their first play from their own side of the field. Warsaw up 42-0 on Wawasee. $11:24 to go. Kingsman offense Still with Kellen Watson at quarterback, Malachi Evans at running back here. Bardo still out on the field after that jump ball touchdown in the end zone. 27-yarder. 2 right, 2 left. 4 down linemen. Backer creeps up, takes the snap. Watson back and looking. In trouble, just swings it out. Incomplete for Malachi Evans. It was short of him. He had a man right on him. Had he caught it, that would have been Teron Parker. Defensive line forces Watson to just make an errant pass there. It's in heavy, heavy trouble. So it'll be second and 10, excuse me. Out of the pistol here. 2 left, 2 right, 4 down lineman. Takes the high snap, brings it down, gives it up the middle. Malachi Evans gashes it. 45-40, 35 to the 30. Big lightning bolt of speed there, all the way to the 30-yard line of South Bend, Washington. With 11:10 to go here in the second quarter. Play clock at 25 as the Kingsmen are getting set up here. Charlie Henning comes in at guard on the right side for the Kingsmen. Under 11 minutes to go in the first half. Pistol here, Jadon Parker in at running back. Takes the snap, give to Parker. Bounces it left side 25 with space 20. Has the first down 15, staying on his feet, driving everyone to the 10, to the 5-yard line. And he's going to fall down short of the end zone. Inside the 5, though, they mark him at the 4-yard line. That is certainly enough for a first down. They say the 3-yard line even. Jadon Parker shows the speed. Is he set up for his 3rd touchdown here? Under 10.5, pistol here. Receiver right, 2 tight ends left and a receiver left. Takes the snap, Parker up the middle. Parker right up the middle, over the goal line, into the end zone. Kingsman 43-0. Jadon Parker with the touchdown, 10:20 to go, 43-0. 3-yard run. Four plays, 53 yards. Stipp to kick the extra point. Good step, good hold, and the kick is good. And it's 44-0 with 10:20 to go here, second quarter. And the defense has been out there a lot. Is going to have to come back out. Sun really starting to set. It is becoming dark out, as that's what happens once we hit the 8 o'clock mark here in September. Beautiful night for some football. 10:20 to go. Some scores in the area. South Bend Riley went for it on 4th down and 1 from the 5, and they did not get it. So Elkhart still up 7-2 in that one. Marion has taken a 7-0 lead in that game, second quarter of that one. Lawrence North up 21-0 on North Central. Number 1 Brownsburg up 3-0 on Avon. Second quarter of that one. That is surprising. Brownsburg number 1 in the coaches poll and number 2 in the AP poll, 6A. And number 1 on Max Preps. Harris Stipp to get us going again. 10:20. And we are back underway. Kick is fielded. No, dropped it. Ward dropped it. It goes into the end zone, though, and that is a touchback. And Washington will start from their own 20. Washington has been unable to string some good plays together. They've had a few flashes of positive plays. They've had one first down that came on the roughing the passer call on the Kingsmen. $10:20 to go. Kingsmen dominating this one, second quarter. They go out of the shotgun. Here is running back right. Two receivers left, along with a tight end and a receiver right. Takes the snap. Give to Reed up the middle. He's hit near the line of scrimmage. Everybody in on this tackle. First man to hit him. That was John White and more. Muhammad Al-Burri in on that one. $9:50 to go. 2nd and 10. No gain on that last one from their own 20. 2 left, 2 right, 4 down linemen, 3 backers. Takes the high snap, brings it down. Running right is Reed. He's behind the line of scrimmage and he's tackled well behind it. Loss of 3. Kenny Welsh on the tackle. Third and 12. Clock ticking down, near 9 minutes here in the second quarter. 3 receivers right and 1 left. A running back right takes the high snap, roll out right, and he's going to throw into traffic and knocked away. Good coverage on that one. That was broken up by, well, they wanted Ward on the pass, and that was broken up by Gavin Adams. And here comes the punt unit here on 4th and 12. With 9:03 remaining in the second quarter. They've got new returners here. The Kingsmen do. There's the snap. Line drive punt. Bounces. There will be no return as it's touchdown at the 45-yard line of South Bend, Washington. So another good series for the Wild Bunch. And it looks like, if I had to say something, it looks like Kellen Watson, is he still in? As they're breaking out of the huddle, his day is going to be done. He has done enough, 44 points on the board. New quarterback is Brody Cashin, and he looks to cash in for another 7. So Cashin out of the gun, Wysong behind him. Running back is still Wysong. They give it to him. Right up the gut to the 40. Breaking through tackles to the 35 with a first down. Cohen Wysong with the run. Tackle made by Worse. Gain of 13 there. Under 8.5. Cashing out of the gun. Right and left are 2 receivers. Takes the snap. Right up the gut. Wysong gashes him again. That's another 7. Flag behind the play here. Now flag in front of the play. Penalty markers on the tackle. 8:16 to go. See what the call. Looks like it's going to be coming against Penn here. Brody Brown, the right tackle, comes out of the game for the Kingsmen. It looks like they're getting some new offensive linemen in there. Cal Warzon is in the game at right tackle. Sophomore. Holding on the offense. So it'll be a 10-yard penalty. Loss of 10. It'll be 1st and 20. Unless, no, they say it was not at the line of scrimmage. They say it was further downfield. There were 2 flags, and it looks like that. I can't tell, but they have them lined up at the Washington 29. Bit of a confusion on both sides. It looks like they're ready to go. So 1st and 5. Out of the pistol here, Wysong the back, 2 right, 2 left, takes the snap. Wysong up the middle. He is able to push the pile for a couple. He gets to the 25. 2nd and short, and new offensive lineman coming in for the Kingsmen. Cole Murphy coming in. Aiden Deal exits the game. 44-0 Penn. Pistol here. Receivers right and left. 4 down linemen, 2 backers. 5 yards off the ball. Takes the snap. Cashin gives. Wysong picks up the first down near the 20-yard line. That's another Kingsman first down. 7:05 to go and the clock ticking. 2nd quarter. Under 7 minutes to go. Another first down, pickup of 4 for Wysong. Kingsman offensive line just getting a push now against this tired defensive front for Washington. 1st and 10. Still 7-2 in the 2nd quarter. Elkhart over Riley. Marion up 7-0 over St. Joe. 6.5 to go here. Shotgun running back right. That's Wysong. 3 left, 1 right. Cashin gives to Wysong. And he's still pushing. He was initially hit at the 17, and he was able to fall forward to the 15. Pickup of 6. Brownsburg now up 10-7 over Avon. Pistol here. Cashin with Wysong behind him. 3 right and 1 left. 4 down linemen and a jump from Washington. Offsides on the Panthers. That'll be a first down. Ball placed at the 9-yard line, and Charlie Henning has moved to center. 2 right, 2 left. Cashin takes the snap, and he just runs it right. Looked like there was a miscommunication between Wysong and Cashin. He is tackled back at the 12-yard line. Antoine Kyle in there. Bryce Thomas also in there. 2nd and goal from the 11. Cashin, pistol. 3 right, 1 left. Coming up for the Kingsmen next week, they have Marion. 3A opponent, playing St. Joe right now. They're up 7-0. And Cashin gives left side. Wysong. He's going to find his way to the 5-yard line. Good blocks downfield. Cal Warzon with a nice block setting up the left side. .405 to go. Kingsmen taking their sweet old time. Pistol. 2 right. Tight end on the left. Receiver left. 4 down linemen. Backers creep up. And it's Wysong again. They are going to get a heavy dose of them. And on 3rd and goal, they get to the 4-yard line. And let's see, do they give Harris Stipp the field goal practice, he would line up on the left hash if they did. 4th and goal from the 3. Do you say it's more sportsmanlike to go for it here and not get your pretty much guaranteed field goal here? It'd be a chip shot from 20 yards. And they are going to go for it. Wysong right. To right, takes the snap. Cashin play action. In trouble, hit as he throws, and incomplete. Good rush there. He is eaten up by Kelton Verse. A senior running back, linebacker in there. Makes the play, the incompletion, and Washington going to take over at their own 3. First defensive stop for Washington today. They did a good job with the pass rush. Halftime, Elkhart up 7-2. Man, that's a weird score. Nearing halftime here. They line up in their own end zone here. Takes the shotgun snap, and it's a give up the middle. Reed near the 4 or 5 yard line. He was tackled there by a group of tacklers. Zoltansky, I believe, was in there. 2-yard gain. Second down and 7 from the 5. 2 receivers line up right. Tight end and a receiver left. Weber, the quarterback, now he takes the snap and he gives it, and swarmed is Reed in the backfield near the goal line. Big loss there. Maui Schaefer in there making the play. And now the ball is set at the 1 yard line. 3rd and 12. Will the Kingsmen get off the field yet again? Out of the shotgun, his running back is behind him. He's lined up in his end zone. 3 left and 1 right. 4 down lineman. Takes the high snap. Brings it down. Give to Reed. He's in the end zone. Can he spin out of it? He can. And they say he just got out of it. No gain. So it'll be 4th and 12, and the punt unit will come out. Initial hit was made by Maui Schaefer. Caleb Spinsky to return the punt along with Elijah Young. Punting. And there's the snap. High punt, not very far. Bounces at the 20. Rolls for Washington to the 30, to the 32. And they can only get it to the 32-yard line as they were trying to push it forward, creating a wind with their hands. 55 seconds. 44-0. Penn leads. We are getting close to halftime. Warsaw up 56-0 on Wawasee down in Syracuse, Indiana. Not New York. Out of the pistol here, Cashin. He's got his running back behind him. Takes the snap, and it's a give up the middle. He breaks it at the 30, 25. He's still on his feet. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Look at that. New running back into the game in his first carry. Blake Ewald, the junior, 5'10", 200-pound running back. First carry of the season, and he takes it the distance. 33 yards on the run. Oh, they're going to call it back. Illegal shift. Oh, that's got to hurt if you are. Oh, that's got to hurt for Ewald. Blake Ewald had his first career touchdown right there, and they take it back on the flag. That was a great run. Now we can make it a 40-yard run. Call it 37. Out of the pistol here, Ewald might get another chance here, you'd imagine. Takes the snap, Cashin gives, Ewald. Not going to get as much here, he's tackled after 2 yards. And play clock and game clock are virtually in sync. I don't know if they have to run another play. It may be by tenths of a second. They are pretty much in sync. I think they're perfectly in sync. Wow. Wow. So they'll get one final play. Cashin, pistol. Ewald, the back. They're going to let it run as much as they can. Can it get down? No. Maybe. Will they just say no delay a game? They will not call the delay a game. The play clock was at 0, but there was about 0.5 to go. No flag, they say. Let's get to halftime. 44-0 Kingsman. Big first half. Parker, Jadon Parker, 3 touchdowns. Pick 6 for Joey DePalma. Malachi Evans, a 1-yard touchdown run. Coming off of injury. And a Tayshawn Bardo, 27-yard touchdown pass from Kellen Watson, along with a safety, Quinn Watson, in on the sack after a high snap. And we will send you to the debut of the Penn Sports Podcast.
Welcome to Penn Sports Talk. I'm your host, Nate Zizzo, alongside James Mason and Ben Gallagher. So what are we talking about here, James?
Well, we got the NFL. We're going to start with first the NFC North in general. Is it the hardest division?
Yeah. I think it is.
Yeah. I think it is. There's a lot of good teams in there. Packers, Bears, and the Vikings especially. And,
Got the Lions.
The Lions aren't that good.
I mean, when you beat the Rams playing probably your worst game in the last year, they got to be in the conversation for one of the best teams in the NFC.
I mean, they certainly got an electric offense for sure. With
beating a bad Rams team does not make you guys the best team.
Are the Rams bad?
Yeah, they're not the best.
They've got an amazing wide receiver core. They've got Matthew Stafford, who is one of the most talented quarterbacks this last 10 years.
Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery in the backfield.
The Lions do, yes. I mean, in the Rams, they were missing a couple offensive tackles that you saw. Aiden Hutchinson had a big game, only 1 sack, but he blew up the run game well. And the Rams, Puka Nacua, you've got Cooper Kupp, and they've got that speedster Johnson.
Yeah, well, Puka Nacua didn't play the whole game.
He did get hurt. He did get hurt.
It was pretty much just Cooper Kupp.
The Lions are a respectable team. They're probably the favorite to win the division right now. But
Vikings and the Bears are frauds.
The Bears, the Vikings are frauds.
Can the Packers live without Jordan Love here for the next 3-4 weeks?
Yes, we have a good receiving core. Our receiving core is good. There's a chance he comes back in week 3. He's trying to recover as quick as he can, and he's getting all the medical attention.
But if you do figure you can survive without him, do you try and rest him more so that you could have a chance for a deeper playoff run?
No.
You lost with him, you're going to lose without him. You're going to go 0-5.
We played a good Eagles team in Brazil on the worst field I've ever seen. You guys played the Rams, the Titans, and the Giants.
Yeah, no, the Eagles, I mean, they still put up well over average points per game there.
You guys played poverty teams in the NFL.
The Titans, I would say. The Rams, they were a playoff team last year. The Titans, I would say, are pretty bad.
Oh, boo-hoo. They're barely a playoff team. They're not even that good.
Bears are playoff bound this year.
The Bears could be playoff bound. They could be. They could be a wild card.
I'll admit it. Even as a Bears fan, we have an easy schedule. We're bound to go at least 11-5.
That's what getting low in the division does help for the year before.
Other than your defense doing good, there's nothing going for you guys.
You know, Caleb Williams is a rookie. You know,
When's the last
it was
time
his
you beat
first
the
game.
Packers?
It was his first game.
It was his first game.
Future
I believe
time, we'll beat
December
them in November,
16th,
so.
2018 is the last time the Bears beat the Packers.
It has been a while, but
It's gonna happen this year.
it could happen this year, especially
Double doink.
if Jordan Love is not healthy for that game. I think the Bears win.
But at the end of the day, you know, Caleb Williams, he's a rookie. He was getting in the groove, trying to figure it out. And even if he didn't have it figured out, he'll get it figured out eventually. But even without that, the defense and the special teams proved to be what they once were. They're going to be an unstoppable force.
What do you think about the Vikings?
The Vikings are frauds.
We don't really care about them.
There are zero. Like, there's a reason we got Bears fans, Packers fans, and Lions fans in this room. Because there's no Vikings fans. They don't exist.
Yeah, no, they don't. They're not. The Vikings, they did get the win that was against the Giants. The Giants have no direction. Daniel Jones, a complete overpay, and he is just not good. They should have known to not pay him when he fell down in the open field against the Eagles.
Daniel Jones can't read an offense, can't throw touchdowns.
I don't know if he could read a book.
I can't throw touchdowns. I can't read an offense, but I'm worth a couple $1 million less than him. So
Yeah, I mean, let's go NFC to AFC here. The AFC North, you got to make a case that could be one of the hardest divisions in the NFL.
It's true.
The Bengals did drop a stunner to the Pats.
Yeah, what are our thoughts on that?
The Bengals have not played good in week one for years.
They never played good in the first couple
Joe
of
Burrow
weeks.
coming in only putting up 7 points on fantasy.
Yeah, that was a complete bust of a fantasy performance. If you had Joe Burrow,
You
then
did not want to pick Joe Burrow in fantasy. In the first 4 weeks, you want to bench him because he always is terrible every year.
yeah, the Bengals are known to get off to slow starts, and they have the Chiefs coming up this week. And I don't know, the Xavier Worthy against the Bengals corners might put up a massive game.
What about Aaron Rodgers and the Jets and that pathetic performance against the Niners?
It was not the best performance.
It was a terrible performance by the whole team. Robert Saleh is not a good coach. He never really was. He's meant to be a defensive-minded coach. You face the 49ers, who are down Trent Williams for most of the game due to dehydration. Brandon Ayuk had a bad game. They're down Christian McCaffrey, and you still let them score all over you. The only positive of that game was there was a scoregami.
And Jordan Mason coming out like that.
Jordan Mason was able to run free all over the Jets, and the Jets are supposed to have this great defensive line, and it did not show at all. It was just a terrible game for every player on the Jets. Breece Hall, even he had a couple bad drops. He had a fumble. And other than that, he had a pretty average performance.
I think Breece Hall is a bust. A lot of people took him way too early in the fantasy draft, mid-first round, some late. But I think he should have been second round, could be even a third rounder. I'm not feeling this Jets team this year. They're going to need another couple years to develop.
And speaking of old quarterbacks that are failing to do their job, like Aaron Rodgers, what about Kirk Cousins and the absolute disastrous show he put on?
It looks like he's lost all mobility since his Achilles injury.
Oh, yeah. Two interceptions, I think, and 2 fumbles.
The Steelers do have a good defense, but Kirk Cousins, he looks scared to move around in the pocket. And with the Atlanta offensive line not being great, it's still good enough for him. I think he can get him 8, 9, maybe 10 wins. The NFC South is just not very good.
I think a winning record's pushing it, honestly, for the Falcons.
Yeah, I don't know. They have no receiver depth whatsoever. Kyle Pitts and Drake London.
Darnell Mooney and slot receiver too.
Yeah, Darnell Mooney is. I don't know. It's been a while since he's had a good season.
I haven't heard his
name
in
a while
a
since
year.
He's had a catch.
It has. But the NFC South, when's the last time it's been good? When it was Brady and was there ever when it was Brady Breeze that 1 year?
Yeah, probably.
That maybe Cam Newton.
You're talking about they played the Steelers too. What are the thoughts on Justin Fields? He was supposed to not start over, but then he ended up coming in.
I think Justin Fields is best case scenario for the Steelers.
I think he is too. I think he is the better player.
I just think Chris Boswell had a legacy game.
He put up 25 points in fantasy
6 field goals made for Chris Boswell.
as a
Absolutely
kicker.
dominate. 18 to 10
25.
win. Steelers beat the Falcons, and it was not the best game if you don't like low-scoring games. No touchdowns by the Steelers, and they win by all field goals. That has been a long time since that has happened.
What about T.J. Watt on that Steelers defense?
Still looks pretty good.
He's getting to be a stiff boy, but he's still got something in him.
He's got plenty left in the tank. It's just whether or not he can stay healthy this year. But I mean, what about college football? We saw a showdown, or what should have been a showdown between Michigan and Texas. Texas just ran Michigan out of their own stadium. That was a terrible showing. Michigan does not have what it takes to repeat this year.
Florida State's finally not the laughing stock of college football. I was pointing at Marcus Freeman and Notre Dame.
That was not a good showing against NIU, and I've noticed Notre Dame these last few years, they seem to come into these games against these non-conference opponents that are weak, and they just don't take them seriously. And this is what happens every single time you don't take an opponent like this seriously.
People make excuses. They say, "Oh, it's a new coach still getting into the stuff and everything." But reality is, his third year, he's been losing to teams like this all 3 years.
It's truly
time for him to figure out, or it's time for him to go.
It's truly embarrassing by this Notre Dame team. A dominant win over the Aggies in Week 1. They go back home expecting to blow them out. They lose in Northern Illinois. And that is just not a good look for them whatsoever.
And especially to lose at Notre Dame Stadium.
In a game you paid NIU $1.4 million to come just to beat you.
It's pathetic.
Your home opener, and
it's
you
okay. There's plenty of season left. We're only 1-1.
Does Notre Dame still have a shot at the playoffs?
For sure. I would say for sure.
They still have a shot at it.
They need to win out with their weak schedule, but
it's going to
be tough.
11-1. They just need some
10-2 won't make them. Won't get them in this year.
Their schedule is too weak that even winning out, it's going to be tough for them to squeak in.
They now lose pretty much any tiebreaker between an SEC team, even maybe a team like Boise State might get in over them. But it's just that was a pathetic showing in your home opener for Notre Dame. That just can't happen. Let's take a look here. MLB. We're down to our final 2 weeks. It's a couple wild card races, couple first seed, second seed races. Reminder, top 2 seeds in both leagues get the first round bye, which, since they've expanded the playoffs, the teams that get the byes have not made it to the World Series or won it.
It's true. That's one of the things you got to love about baseball. It's not a 1-game playoff. It's a 5-game playoff or a 7-game playoff. Really lets you show who's the better team, who's got the better lineup. But how about those Cubs sneaking in, going on a run the last 10, 15 games.
I think they're
snuck into the race.
Team. I think
maybe a dark horse.
I mean, in the past, the Cubs like to show some hope for the Cubs fans, sneak into the race, and then last 5-10 games of the season they like throw it all away and lose out. But maybe it's a new year this year. Maybe it's going to be a different story.
Who knows? I mean, Isaac Paredes. I watched him when he was a Tiger. He refuses to go the opposite way with his hits, but pull side, he's got amazing power. He's showing it a little bit more. His average is steadily climbing. Helps being in a smaller park like Wrigley, and I mean, they're starting to sneak into this race with the Mets and Braves. The Mets have a very difficult schedule left. They've got 7 against the Phillies. They've got the Braves, second to last series of the year. That's going to be a very difficult.
And I think it's safe to say the Braves will probably have one of the spots because in most of the other divisions, the Braves would be the division winner. But with a team like the Phillies, they're coming in second. They're probably going to get the wild.
The AL race, it's also getting tighter. You've got you could make an argument that there's 5 teams battling for the final 2 spots. It's either going to be Baltimore or New York at the number 1 wild card. They'll face whoever's the number 3 seed at the third highest division winner, which is probably Houston. Houston, I mean, they've made 6 straight ALCSs. This is an unbelievable run, a dynasty, and they're just not a team you'd want to face in October. They start slow every single year. This year, again, we thought Houston, no, dynasty's over. They just looked terrible to start the year, and the Mariners looked like they were poised to win that AL West division. But Mariners fall off the face of the earth. They're starting to get a little better. Their pitching staff is amazing. Their hitters are terrible. But, I mean, the Mariners, they looked like they were going to win it. And then Houston comes alive. They fall apart. And now Houston is, 5 games? I believe 5 games ahead of Seattle in that AL West.
Yeah, it's something close to that, yeah. I believe so.
And you mentioned the Tigers in the race. Now, do we really think the Tigers believe to be in there with players like Javi Baez stinging up the league, worst ever OBS in baseball?
He is currently hurt, so that does help them, kind of. Addition by subtraction. They've gotten from that Jack Flaherty trade at the deadline, they got Trey Sweeney, who is coming alive in the big leagues. Doesn't have a great average, but he does have great power, and it's starting to show. It's about time the Tigers have had someone come through, be a young player, come through into the big leagues, and finally hit for some power. They've had Parker Meadows, who started this season with Detroit, started the season terrible. He was hitting below 100 at one point. He's now got an OPS above 700. He's above league average in the OPS category. He is hitting great. He's hitting for power. Leadoff home run last night. That's all they would need. They still scored 11 to beat the Rockies, but all they would need. Great pitching performance last night. A Maddox from Cater Montero, who has been a surprising pitcher for the Tigers. They've got pitching that you wouldn't think would be good, knowing they're throwing a bullpen game about every 2 days. They're so hurt right now. But Cater Montero comes in, bullpen is taxed, throws a complete game shutout against the Rockies. So not like you're playing the Phillies, but yeah, I mean, he throws a complete game shutout under 100 pitches, which is a Maddox, and he faces the minimum. That is what they needed.
We were talking about strength schedules, too, in these last 2 weeks, but how about the Cubs, coming out beating the Dodgers twice and the Yankees?
That was pretty impressive. I think the Cubs, they showed they can beat the Dodgers and Yankees back-to-back games. That's pretty impressive, especially when you got to go out to L.A. All right, that's all we have time for, and we'll take you back to Penn, Washington. Penn looking to improve to 3-1. Thanks for listening to Penn Sports Talk. And we are back live at Freed Field. Kingsmen up 44-0 at halftime. Kingsmen have taken the field. They're starting their warm-up. So is Washington. Some scores around the area. Brownsburg just up 10 on Avon. Avon keeping it close with number 1 Brownsburg. Brownsburg number 1 in 6A. That would be a shocking upset if Avon can pull that one off. We'll keep an eye on that one. And the Elkhart game. Elkhart's taking a 14-2 lead, but South Bend Riley just recovered a fumble as Elkhart was driving. They have it at their own 33-yard line. In the Holy War, it is 14-0 Marion. Third quarter score in that one. About a minute and a half away from kickoff. We'll step aside for a minute.
Sometimes it feels like it's next to impossible being a teenager these days.
There's so much uncertainty, pressure, and comparison.
That's why I'm so thankful to be a student athlete. I'm Lena Jones from Plymouth High School.
And I'm Whitman Horton from Crawfordsville High School. High school sports surround student athletes with people who can build us up when we struggle.
Our coaches mentor us in the game and in life.
Our teammates become our best friends as we work together.
We have support from everyone around us. Managers, parents, fans, our entire communities.
It really does take a village because they all contribute. They all make sacrifices. They all want to see us succeed.
Having people who have our back and believe in us lifts us up unlike anything else.
I am IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig. Be a champion of high school sports and the encouraging environment it provides by buying a ticket to your school's athletic events. This is supporting student athletes. This is believing in high schools. This is your IHSAA.
The light show going off here at Freed Field. Mishawaka, Indiana. Penn up 44-0 here on South Bend, Washington. I'm James Mason. Just me tonight. Kingsmen and Washington here. Second NIC game for the Kingsmen, and they have dominated early. Don't expect to see really any starters left in this game. I'll keep you updated on scores around the area. Just 24 minutes of game time left in this one. Oliver Broker back to return this one. Wind blowing in from the south. Kingsmen will move left to right across your radio dial. $44-0 here at halftime. Kicking off will be Jaden Lineberry for Washington. So let's see how the second half goes for the Kingsmen and their backups. The second half is underway, and it's a short kick off the hands, and whoa, that is going to be Washington football. That hit a Kingsman returner. That hit, I couldn't tell who that hit. That was a hot one off Logan Leneski. And Washington is going to have their first play in Kingsman territory at the 40. So this is the best field position for Washington to start. Already in Penn territory, 40 yards to the end zone. Well, that was a turn of events. Running clock here in the second half. Running back left out of the shotgun here. 3 right, 1 left. Takes the snap. Back and looking. Weber going deep down the field, and he missed his receiver. Double coverage there. He wanted Niacine Ward. Incomplete. Clock will continue to run as the Kingsmen up 44-0. We'll have a running clock. In MLB news, as we were talking about on the halftime podcast, the Detroit Tigers have a no-hitter combined going into the 9th inning. We'll let you know how that goes. 10.5 minutes to go and counting. They break out of the huddle. Washington going to go out of the pistol here. Running back is Verse. Takes the snap. Speed option. Pitch to Verse right side. 40. He's got it to the 35. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. Kelton Verse on that carry. 6-yard gain. Ball at the 34. Should be third down, shouldn't it? Yes, it is. 3rd down and 4. Out of the pistol here. Takes the snap. He's going to step up, and he's going to be in trouble. Going to get hit, and he's going to go down. Sacked near the line of scrimmage. 4th down and 5. Will they go for it? You cannot kick this. You can't really punt it. So Weber and the offense is not even going to bat an eye. They're going to go out of the pistol. 2 right and 2 left. 4th down. 4 down linemen. 3 backers, 5 yards off the ball. Takes the snap. Back and looking. Sets up. Throws deep down the left side of the field. Wants Ward. And it is knocked away. Incomplete. Nearly intercepted. But we got a flag down at the 5-yard line. In coverage. That was Caleb Spinski. He was getting a little handsy there with Niacine Ward. So this will be an automatic first down. Still 14-2 Elkhart over South Bend Riley, and Mishawaka Marion up 14-0 over South Bend St. Joe. Pass interference, the call. It's a 15-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage on the previous play. Automatic first down. So they mark it at the 20-yard line of Penn. So maybe the first points of the night for Washington. Out of the pistol. Running back is Verse. 3 right, 1 left. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Roll out right. Throws near Verse, incomplete. Just had to get rid of it. 2nd and 10 coming up. Second down and 10 at the 20-yard line. Under 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. Kingsman still up 44-0. Shotgun running back left verse. 2 left, 2 right. 4 down lineman. Takes the snap in. It's a quarterback keeper with space. Weber at the 15. He slides down. He's hit as he slid. That's going to be an extra half the distance to the goal. And Aiden Witten with the late hit. That'll be half the distance to the goal and an automatic first down. And Washington now poised to get some points on the board here. Personal foul on the defense. First down. They'll mark it at the, it looks like 6-yard line. It will be. 7:05 to go here, third quarter. Out of the shotgun, running back right is Verse. 2 receivers left and 2 receivers right. 4 down linemen, 3 backers, 5 yards off the ball. No safeties. Takes the snap. And it's a give to Verse. Up the middle, he's near the 5-yard line. And he's tackled. And he's going to lose a yard on that one. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like he lost about half a yard to a yard. Multiple tacklers in there for the Kingsmen. Kelton Verse on the carry. 6.5 minutes to go. Smith on the tackle for the Kingsmen. Chance Smith. 2nd and goal from the 6. Running back left. Takes the shotgun snap. And it's a play action throw to the end zone. And it's a touchdown. Niacin Ward. Flag down. And this looks like it's going to be excessive celebration. It'll be 44-6, and this is going to move the extra point considerably back. Waiting on the call. Clock continues to run. 5:50 to go. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense. And he's been ejected from the game, it sounds like. So that's 15 yards for the point after. The player was ejected. Niacin Ward is ejected. He's done. Must have been something pretty big to get the ejection. So it looks like, so they're going to enforce this penalty on the kickoff, it looks like, so not the extra point. So this is still a 20-yard extra point. Jaden Lineberry. Good snap, good hold, and the kick is no good. Missed it left. And it's 44-6. Clock will stop here before the kickoff, and it will start on the kickoff. And we will step aside for a moment.
More than X's and O's, playing high school football has taught me respect for my coaches and teammates, our opponents, and the officials.
On the softball field, I learned how to be accountable for my actions and how they affect the rest of my team.
Every game reminds us that humility means winning with class and losing with grace. I'm Dante Pope from Maryville High School.
And I'm Ashton Elpers from North Posey High School. These are just some of the lessons we learned from high school sports that we'll carry with us for the rest of our lives.
Wins and losses, highs and lows, success and failure, they are all part of being a student athlete and a human being.
Learning how to handle these ups and downs on the field prepares us to handle them off the field, too.
I am IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig. Be a champion of high school sports and the lessons they teach by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is developing character. This is education-based athletics. This is your IHSAA.
Welcome back to Freed Field. 4:40 to go. Clock will start again, and it won't stop until the next kickoff. On this kickoff. So Oliver Broker back to return. Now let's see if they try and line drive this kick right at a Kingsman up man. .440 to go. So that unsportsmanlike. This kick will come from the 25. Lineberry to boot it. He just missed the extra point. 44-6 Kingsman lead. And there is the kick. This will be fielded at the 35. Up the middle 40, 45 to the 50. Up the middle 45 on the other side, 40. Left side to the 35. Good return for Oliver Broker. And they start in Washington territory yet again. So 4:15 left in the third quarter. Clock is still running. It will run until the kickoff unit comes out if the Kingsmen score. Tippecanoe Valley up 14-3 over Knox. Third quarter score. Pistol here, Brody Cashin with his running back directly behind him. Takes the snap. Cashin gives directly up the middle here. He is to the 30-yard line, near the 29, they'll say 30-yard line. 5-yard pickup on first down. Neely on the tackle. That run was from Kingsman number 29. That's Blake Ewald still. He had that big run in the first half that was called back on the illegal shift. Out of the shotgun, Cashin. He's got his running back right, and he's got 2 left and 2 right. He takes the snap, and it is a run up the middle. Ewald is hit near the line of scrimmage and tackled hard at the 29. And some substitutions here. Cashin still at quarterback. Alex Vesby in the game at running back now. His brother Ezra last year on the baseball team had a nice season. He had a good season on JV baseball as well. Cashin, give to Vesby up the middle. Pushing his way forward near the line to gain at the 26. He's going to be short by about a yard. Likely going to go for this one. Antoine Kyle in on that tackle. 4th down and 1 at the Washington 26-yard line. Out of the pistol, Cashin, Vesby directly behind him. 2 tight ends left and a receiver left. 1 receiver right. Noah Moore alone on the right at wide receiver. A sophomore. Vesby also a sophomore. And the Kingsmen with the play clock winding down will call timeout, and we will step aside for a minute.
In high school sports, it's fun making big plays, facing off against your school's rival, and winning games.
But behind those exciting moments is a lot of hard work, perseverance, and mental toughness. I'm Kate Garden from Wawasee High School.
And I'm Claire Hack from Jennings County High School. High school sports help student athletes develop the mindset we need to face life's challenges, be resilient, and embrace the uncomfortable.
We learn that overcoming adversity is how we grow, and by leaning into challenges, we develop courage and integrity.
We discover there are no shortcuts to success and that it only comes when preparation meets opportunity.
Behind all the fun and excitement of playing, we are growing as people and learning powerful life lessons through high school sports.
I am IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support the second classroom by buying a ticket to your school's athletic events. Thank you for being a champion of high school sports. This is developing resilience. This is conquering challenges. This is your IHSAA.
Minute 28 to go. Out of the shotgun, takes the snap, give to Vespi, directly up the middle. He's got the first down and pushing the pile more to the 20-yard line. Ran right behind Cole Murphy and Cal Warzon. First down right at the 19-yard line of Washington. Pickup of 7. First down and 10. Under a minute to go here in this third quarter. Play clock at 15 as they're still looking to the sideline for their call. 50 seconds to go. Play clock at 7. Out of the pistol. 2 receivers right. They stack the line, does Washington. Right up the gut here. Moving right to the 15. That was a run. That was not Vespi. That was Blake Ewald. Blake Ewald takes it near the 15. They do not have to run another play here in this third quarter. And I think they're going to let this one roll down, so they'll have second down and 7 from the Washington 16. Kingsmen give up the touchdown here in the third quarter. Lots of reserves in, and it's been a pretty fun game for the Kingsmen. You're listening to Kingsmen football on the Pennant. We'll step aside here at the end of the third quarter, 44-6 Penn.
We believe strongly in the power of education.
We also understand the impact it has on the success of communities across Indiana.
We see this through our work at the IHSAA, teaching 160,000 student athletes through education-based athletics.
And we see this through our work at Ivy Tech, where over 90,000 Indiana high school students are earning dual college credit while finishing high school.
I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig.
And I'm Dr. Sue Ellsperman, President of Ivy Tech Community College.
We're proud to partner with organizations like Ivy Tech that prioritize education and community.
At Ivy Tech, we have more than 70 programs,
helping Indiana high school students get a head start on college and their careers.
We offer the state's most affordable tuition and have saved families over $100 million this year.
Providing learning opportunities for Hoosier students is how we build a strong Indiana. This is the power of community.
This is the impact of education.
This is your IHSAA.
Kingsmen football on the Pennant. 44-6, Penn leads. They got second and 7 at the Washington 16-yard line. 12 minutes here in the fourth quarter. Once this snap hits, we'll have a running clock for the rest of the game unless there's a touchdown. And after the extra point, the clock will stop for the kicking unit. Out of the pistol here. Running back directly behind. Cashin is Ewald. Takes the snap. Give to Blake Ewald. Up the gut. Near the 13. He was hit at the 16, and he pushed forward to the 13-yard line. It'll be third down and 3. Vespi coming back into the game for the Kingsmen. The sophomore at 5'10", 156. Baseball and football player. Mainly JV in football, and he looks to try and make varsity this season on baseball. Reminder, baseball will be on the Pennant this spring. Out of the pistol here, Vespi directly behind Cashin. One left, 2 tight ends right, a receiver right. Takes the snap, give to Vespi. Up the middle, first down to the 10, to the 5. He's tackled at the 5. Alex Vespi. Now at 11 minutes to go. Elkhart has opened up a 28-2 lead on South Bend Riley. Mishawaka Marion still up 14-0 on St. Joe. First down and goal from the 5. Vespi the back. Pistol here. He's directly behind Cashin. Takes the snap. Give to Vespi. He runs up the gut near the 2. They mark them at the 2.5. New Prairie up 41-6, second quarter at School Field against South Bend Adams. So Kingsman out dueling New Prairie in the score battle here. They have a 3-point advantage had they been playing right now, if New Prairie and Penn were. 10 minutes to go here. Penn comfortably up here, 44-6. Under 10 minutes to go. Second and goal from the 3. Blake Ewald will get the carry here if they run it. Likely will. Cash and high snap, brings it down, gives up the middle to Ewald. Not a great push. No gain. Third and goal from the 3. Mishawaka 21, Northwood 13. Fourth quarter there at Steel Stadium. (44-6). Kingsman up here. Shotgun running back right, Blake Ewald. Receiver left, receiver right. High snap, Cashin brings it down. Oh, and with that high snap, they couldn't get much of a gain. They couldn't get the push that they had initially that gave the defensive line time to get some penetration. No gain, fourth and goal from the 4. Kingsman will go for it. Vespi checks in at running back. So we'll see what they draw up here on this fourth and goal from the 3, they call it. 8.5 to go here, fourth quarter. Receiver left and right, tight end left and right. 4 down lineman, takes the snap, Cashin gives. Vespi won't get it, he loses a yard, tackled hard behind the line of scrimmage. That was Bryce Verse on the tackle. Turnover on downs, but the clock will continue to run as the running clock rules state. 8 minutes to go. First down Washington at their own 5. So 7:40 to go as Washington takes the field. Seven and a half to go now. Out of the shotgun, running back left, 2 receivers left, a receiver right along with a late receiver coming out onto the field. They'll line up on the right side in the slot. That's Sincere Hopkins. Takes the shotgun snap, give up the middle, and he's tackled at the 6-yard line. Still Kelton Verse getting the carries in the second half. Second down and 9 from their own 6. Play clock at 20. They go out of the shotgun here. Running back right, it's Verse. 2 left, 2 right. Takes the shotgun snap, back and looking, throws over the middle, and it's dropped by Ward. And we were talking about it earlier after the podcast. The Detroit Tigers are an out away from a combined no-hitter. It's pretty cool. Third down and 9 for Washington. They will go out of the pistol here. Verse the back. 3 receivers on the right and 1 on the left. Flag is down before the snap. And it looks like the wide receiver split out left. That was Travis Chandler. I believe was lined up offsides. Offsides on the offense. Oh, and the no-hitter is broken up at 2 outs with 1 out remaining. Wow. 3rd down and 9. Shotgun running back right. Takes the snap. Direct roll right. He's in trouble. Young throws off the hands of Ward. It was a tough catch. He had to try and stay in bounds on the near sideline. The pass was not directly on target. Five minutes to go as the punt team comes out for Washington. Elijah Young to punt. Kingsman really with no returner. Good snap and a very, very low line drive punt. Bounces at the 30. Rolls for Washington at the 45 to the 45 still. And it will stop there. Clock will run as the Kingsmen can take their time getting out onto the field. 4:15 and counting to go. Just a few more plays and this game will be over. The Kingsmen will be 3-1. And 2-0 in the conference. Still third quarter, still same scores in both the Holy War game between South Bend St. Joe and Mishawaka Marion. That's still 14-0 Marion. And still 28-2 Elkhart over South Bend Riley, third quarter. So now they come out onto the field. Out of the pistol. Cashin has his running back directly behind him. Tight set here. 2 tight ends left, 2 receivers split out right. Lined up on the right hash. They stack the box. Low snap. Cashin picks it up, gives it up the middle here. Vespi bowls over a man at the 40-yard line. And he's tackled at the 37-yard line. Second down and 2, Alex Vespi on that carry. Vespi still a sophomore. Kingsman offenses like the speed that he's shown at the JV level, and they're giving him some varsity reps here tonight. 2:50 to go. 2nd and 2, clock ticking, ball at the Washington 38. Give up the middle of the Vespi. He's got the first down to the 34-yard line. And the clock will tick. Another 40 seconds can come off. It'll get down to a near 2 minutes to go. Fans starting to file out, as they have been throughout the second half periodically. Vespi will come out of the game. It looks like they're going to give Steven Schreiger a couple carries here. New quarterback in there for the Kingsmen. That is Cody Clark. He was the offensive scout team of the week for the Kingsmen. He gives it right up the gut. And nice run for Steven Schreiger. Pickup of 9 on 1st and 10. So next week, the Kingsmen will be at home at Freed Field against Mishawaka Marion. Mishawaka Marion looking like they're going to be 2-2 coming into this one. Kingsmen will be 3-1. You can listen to that game right here on the Pennant if you can't make it to Freed Field. Clock will get down to a near a minute 20, so there will be about 2 more plays left in this one. Clark out of the pistol. Schreiger behind him, 2 left, takes the snap, and we got a flag. But that will run the clock some more. False start. Ball comes back to the 30-yard line. Under a minute to go. This could be the final play of the game. Clark out of the pistol. Takes the snap. Schreiger up the middle. Oh, he gets dragged down at the line of scrimmage. And they do not have to run another play. This game can end. They'll bring Vespi back into the game for Schreiger. The play clock will not run as it There's no point. Under 40 seconds. They don't have to snap it. And it looks like they won't. Kingsmen are going to win it. 44-6 your final. And the Kingsmen win against Washington again in their first game since 2014. And that's it. It's all over. There will be no more. The Kingsmen win it 44-6. The two teams will meet at the middle of the field, congratulate each other on a hard-fought game. The job was better done by the Kingsmen tonight. Final score, 44-6. We'll step aside for a minute and come back with your post-game show. Kingsmen win it, 44-6.
One of my favorite things about playing high school sports is being a part of something bigger than myself.
I love being a part of a team and having a place where I belong. I'm Georgia Ferguson from East Central High School.
And I'm Jace Martin from North Harrison High School. The moments that often stand out most for student athletes happen off the playing field.
It's the team dinners, bus rides, and the music in the locker room.
It's the camaraderie, shared experiences, and being with your friends.
That sense of community helps you develop pride in who you are and what you represent.
Playing high school sports is where the values of your team, school, and community are on display for everyone to see.
It's a chance to show the best of us and make memories that will last a lifetime.
I am IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig. Be a champion of high school sports and support these memorable moments by buying a ticket to your school's athletic events. This is forging friendships. This is building community. This is your IHSAA.
Welcome back to the pennant. Kingsmen win it 44-6 in their first game against South Bend, Washington since 2014. Kingsmen got it done tonight. A lot of offense on the ground. They knew this should be a rather easy one. Lots of backups get in the game tonight. Your scoring summary, first quarter, Jadon Parker, 1-yard touchdown run, step kick. Safety, Quinn Watson, sack. Malachi Evans, 1-yard touchdown run. Joey DePalma, 35-yard pick six. Peyton Horner got the interception. No touchdown on that one, but gets the interception. Jadon Parker, another 5-yard touchdown run. And Tayshawn Bardo gets a 27-yard touchdown pass from Kellen Watson. And in the second quarter, Jadon Parker with a 3-yard touchdown run. And in the third quarter, for Washington, Naseen Ward with a 5-yard touchdown catch. The extra point was no good. So Washington goes 0 for 1 on their point afters. And the Kingsmen go 6 for 6. Harris Stipp filling in for Dylan Daddario, who was out with injury tonight. And your Gates drive of the game, 4 plays, 53 yards in the second quarter. Capped off with a Jadon Parker 3-yard run. Kingsmen just drove it right down the field, right behind their offensive line. That would be the last score of the game for the Kingsmen. And that would be the last drive with the starters in the game. Kingsmen come away with it 44-6. Some scores around the area. Elkhart still leads in this one. They're still up 28-2. Mishawaka Marion up 14-0. New Prairie still up 41-6. And in other news, Brownsburg was in a close one with Avon and went away. And Avon, it was 10-7 at halftime, and Brownsburg then pulled away. It's now 31-13. So number 1 Brownsburg is going to get that win. 44-6, your final from Freed Field. The Pennant thanks you for watching or listening to tonight's game. Kingsmen win. Have a nice night. We'll see you next week right here at Freed Field. Kingsmen taking on Mishawaka Marion. Have a nice night.